Jacob Roloff expressed disgust for Little People, Big World. Jacob Roloff is speaking out 10 years after he walked away from filming reality TV. The former Little People, Big World star stopped filming on TLC in 2016, and he has never turned back. These days, Jacob has traded in sharing his life on the small screen for a much more private life in Oregon with his wife Isabel and their son Mateo. Jacob doesn't typically share as much of his personal life online as some of his siblings, but over the weekend, he decided to open up about his experience filming for Little People, Big World. The 28-year-old shared a carousel of photos depicting himself, Isabel, Mateo, and some of their pets enjoying life on Roloff farms. "Contradictions are sharpening," he began. "This spring marks 10 years since I got my money from the show I was on for over 10 years of my life," he continued. "I was 18 and finally had the agency to not sign the contract, so I didn't, and promptly left home, mostly due to disgust for the show and reality TV in general." As Jacob explained, he used the money from TLC to build a life with Isabel, rather than capitalize on it for all it was worth, for better or worse. Jacob shared that it's been insightful living on Roloff farms, doing work on the farm, and teaching Mateo some of the same things he learned growing up there as a child. These days, Jacob has focused on what the farm is and can be without film crews around. He expressed that he'd like pumpkin season to include more local guests rather than so heavily relying on out-of-town tourism. Jacob said that he wants to focus on community-based agritourism for as long as possible, growing food for local residents, and is hopeful that it will remain that way for years to come. "I can only hope we have this farm for another generation," he concluded his caption. While Jacob lives in his dad, Matt Roloff's former double-wide, he does not own any part of the farm. Rather than keeping the farm in the family and passing it down to his children, Matt chose to list it for sale, a move that hasn't sat well with his family or LPBW viewers. Recently, Jacob's wife Isabel subtly took aim at Matt on social media. She admitted to her TikTok followers that she and Jacob couldn't afford to purchase the farm. Additionally, Isabel agreed with LPBW fans who felt Matt should have kept the farm in the family rather than selling out. Isabel used a clapping hands emoji in response to one follower's comment, implying that she wholeheartedly agreed with the sentiment. The comment read, "I keep saying the kids paid for that farm. PPPL only watched because of the kids. They paid for it with their childhoods." Little People, Big World is currently on hiatus on TLC.